script. He directed it. He just approached me and being like, I wrote this. I want to make it an animation film, which this is how we started working on it. And he's like, I can't get it rolling. I think I just need someone to work with. I have a co-producer that introduced us, Nami. She's a composer who scored it, and she's in LA. And yeah, we kind of just started working on it, trying to make it an animation. And at some point, Roy made the joke that it's going to be like, it's probably just going to be easier to actually produce it. And I was like, whoa, yes, this is my ball game, and let's do it. And half a year later, it was shot in Israel.
Oh, wow. So, can I just ask a question? Where did you shoot? You said Israel, but how did the whole wall thing happen?
So, we actually shot it like half a mile from the actual Gaza Strip. When they built the separation wall, they started building it through a settlement in Israel, and then they changed their minds and they just like pushed it half a mile forward. And that settlement is very left-wing and very kind of like pro-peace, and they use it as kind of like an art exhibit. That one side actually looks like the wall, and the other side is mosaics and like a lot of like beautiful wall art that is about peace and about finding a way to communicate. And it was really just, I don't know, we lucked out. We did add an extension to the wall that we had to build. It was like really like probably the size of this screen. And we made a hole in it.
What's the reaction being back at home?
So we had different reactions to the film so far. Some festivals were like, this is a great film. We can't screen it because we're afraid. So thank you for screening here, for letting us screen here. It's really exciting for us. And I think a lot of people expect it to be more political than it is, where all we just really wanted was to show that there's a different way to communicate. There's a different way that we're not like, I don't think any of the sides is approaching now, but we could, and it would be great.
Anyone has any questions for Over the Wall? Go to introduce yourself and tell us about your film.
I'm Maya Stanovsky, and I'm the director, editor, producer, set designer, props, everything you can possibly think of, and writer of In God I Trust.
Yes.
In this kind of film.
Yes.
So how did you thought about this film?
Well, this script we started writing the script back in 2014, so this was way before any of the stuff that you're seeing right now with the American Trump administration right now. So it's like when you watch it, you're like, wow, this is kind of timely. So as we were writing the script, things just started happening in real life. Like we didn't put any of that stuff in, and I have a really interesting immigration story, so I wanted to create a story like this, and it was an amazing process, and I just love character-driven films, so this is why.
Does your life imitates art?
Yes, yeah, and I know some of the people in that script, like the woman with the family, those people exist. I know them personally.
Do they know they're there?
Well, one of the ladies kind of went a little nutso, so I had to block her on Facebook because I couldn't handle the craziness anymore.
So you can't tease us about the immigration story without telling us the immigration
Oh,
story.
like my personal immigration story? Well, my mom is sitting here in the audience. This is her first time seeing the film, so I'm really excited. She actually lives in Paris. So that means a lot to me then. I'm sorry. I live in Canada, so I gotta see her.
She needs a hug, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm a free hugger.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I was born in Poland, and in Warsaw, Poland, and my parents didn't want to live in a country that was going to be overrun by a communist country. Yeah, so we actually fled in a little Fiat car across the border to Austria with everything just in a car. And then we ended up going to a refugee camp, the four of us in little Fiat. And then we ended up being in a refugee camp. And then after a year of being, refugees in Austria, we immigrated to South Africa. And I grew up in Johannesburg, South Africa until I was 9 years old. And then it started getting a little dangerous there with the apartheid, and we experienced a lot of things there. But I had an amazing experience growing up in Africa, and then we moved to Canada when I was 9 years old, and I lived around Canada. And then my mom moved back to Europe. My dad moved back to Europe, and so I'm by myself in Canada. And I had a sister that passed away in a car accident.
So when someone asks you where you're from, what do you say?
Everywhere. I say, well, it might take a little time to explain.
How much time you got?
Yeah. But I say I was born in Europe.
Anyone has any questions?
Yeah, both your films have really wonderful performances, and I'm wondering if you can each talk a little bit about the casting process.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, we lucked up with a lot of things in this movie, but so I live in New York, my co-producer lives in LA, and our director lives in Israel, where we were casting. And we spent, I think, 3 months trying to find the right kid. And then we ended up casting his entire theater group. And his dad in the film is actually his real dad in real life, and he's a theater coach and instructor, and he has this like nice group of theater, like he's just doing basically community theater in the north of the country. And like I honestly I don't know how we ended up finding them. It's like we got so many like submissions, and none of them was exactly what we were looking for. And I think because we started with an animation vision, it was so clear to us what the kid had to look like and feel like, and it was just when Adi, the main actor, walked in, we were just like, okay, someone just took this kid out of our minds, made it real. It's like a Pinocchio story. But yeah, and then all of those kids are just like other actors from his class, and they're all wonderful. It was like, we shot the film in 2.5 days.
What?
In 5 locations all over the country. And it was a thrill because everyone were just incredible. Everyone who took part in this production were just above and beyond.
So I actually cast the role of Tyler first. His name is Steven in real life, the guy that shaves his head. And then he's a great actor, as you can see, and he has a large group of actor friends. So then he sent the script over to the one friend, and then all of a sudden all these actors started hearing about our script, and they came in, and it was kind of like a little family. But Bilal, I don't know if he's the singer, that's his first time he's ever acted in his life. When we wrote the script, we felt like we were missing a character. So that wasn't in my movie. I'm hearing birds. I'm like, why am I hearing birds? Okay, so thank God. Okay.
Springtime.
Yeah. And so my co-writer, he's like, I think I found what was missing in the script. Come over to my house. I just saw this performance on AMC. This is a network in the US. And it was a John Lennon tribute. And he played this guy singing this amazing song. It's called Mother by John Lennon. And then I looked at him like, wow, this is what we were missing, this traveling musician. So we wrote it into the script, and once the script was done, we were like, well, why don't we just contact this guy? We wrote this whole script about just this performance we saw on television. So we contacted his agents, managers, and then it got to him, and the script got to him, and we did it. And we shot this film over 1.5 years on weekends, just so you know. So our cast was amazing that they were able to like take 8 months in between or 6 months in between. So we'd raise money for each weekend, go shoot it for a certain location, and then we're like, all right, what's the next round? How much money can we get? And then we would take the next locations and raise money, and so 1.5 years to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in indie films, this is how it works. It's like you cast one person, and then everyone just tags along, and it works usually. It just, I don't know.
And well, we obviously did a lot of auditions and stuff like. But we have, because I've been in the film industry for the 15 years in post-production. That's why I edited this film. It was really easy for me to take over that role. And so through friends of friends, we knew a lot of actors. So then someone read the script like, I think Mark is the best character. Mark was Ben's character. He was amazing in this. So he was just right for the role, and then it just kind of spiraled in finding those actors.
All right. Any questions? Yes.
Your film also features music from Ziggy Marley.
Yeah.
How did you get that? How did that happen?
So you heard it in the car, right? The I'm Human at the end.
Yes.
Well, we had a couple of songs in there, and so what you do is just contact the rights, the people that
so
own.
it was like a choice that you.
Yeah, yeah. So we approached Ziggy Marley and said, can we use this song? It's really relatable to like the themes of what our movie was about, and then obviously you have to pay for the rights of the song for.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was just a process of publishing, getting the rights to it.
Anyone else have any questions?
Well, we're honoured that you chose us to screen that, by the way, and particularly the first time people to see the film, so.
Yeah.
Very, very, very much. And to hear your guys' stories, I mean, that's what independent filmmaking is all about, and you exemplify it, so.
Thank you.
Thank
So he
you.
puts me to the Q&A and then he talks, so.
My legs are sore. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Reminding you that we do have an audience award, so please vote for the films that you see throughout the weekend in that little box that the handsome Italian man is holding in the back.
Walk up the aisle, do some pirouettes at the end.
Exactly.
This is the box, it's available at the info desk near Embassy Cinema. Please vote for the films that you like over the weekend. And maybe tonight is gonna win audience award. And for the rest of you, the filmmakers that are available, they're here, they really talk to them, they wanna hear what you think about it. Thank you, everybody.